The Thornton-McFerrin Coaching Academy proudly presents the 3-Minute Drill. This is a podcast that will bring you individuals from a variety of athletic experiences. We've asked them to provide 3 minutes of their thoughts or advice on what is important for coaches and successful teams. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoy today's episode.
Success in building a program within a school that adds value to the community that it represents, and success in competition cannot be achieved without coaches being great communicators. In order to do this, a chain of command always has to exist. A chain of command is simply who you communicate with and in what order. In the high school setting, there's central office personnel, a campus principal, a head coach, coordinators, assistant coaches, and so on. Everyone has a role and a responsibility. It's each coach's job to speak with the appropriate person who handles an assigned area of responsibility in the appropriate manner and in the appropriate time frame to get resources where they need to be and when. It should be clear to all parties involved as to what is to be communicated to who and when and how it is to be communicated. Concerns should be raised through the chain of command, discussed in a professional manner, a consensus should be reached, and a final decision made by the person with the final authority, and then the decision is gone and executed by everyone involved as if it were their own. Decisions are based on the standards of the organization, and the person in charge of that final decision is tasked with making sure that that decision is in the best interest of the organization, not necessarily the individual. Those people are accountable for that decision. Today, social media provides a way to circumvent the chain of command. You look at the national news, your local news, it's on display every day. Leaders' decisions today in many cases are influenced, limited, or even delayed by information posted on social media by someone in the organization or someone who just certainly doesn't agree with their decision. When we do that, an organization's standards come under attack by people who have no full understanding of your organization or the purpose of the standards to which you adhere. Most of the comments or posts that cause an organizational stress are emotional reactions to a decision someone didn't agree with. Instead of working through a chain of command and resolving the issue in a professional manner, someone posts it to garner support for their viewpoint. Doesn't matter what it is, if it's a disagreement over an official's call, playing time, or a coach's or administrator's decision, we can't put that out on social media to be judged and commented on. Circumventing the chain of command in an organization through social media can erode the trust of a community who supports its programs. It's our obligation and responsibility as coaches to communicate professionally within our chain of command to maintain the integrity of our programs and our profession. As stated in the Texas High School Code of Ethics, Article 1, Obligations and Responsibilities of the Texas High School Coaches Association, in the relationship with players under one's care, a coach should always be aware of the tremendous influence that is exerted for good or bad. A coach's use of social media and what tone that takes either reinforces a positive social media presence or validates disruptive and defiant behavior. If a coach takes to social media to vent or express opinions about their program that questions the standards set for the program, coaches can't expect players, parents, or fans to behave any differently. Body language on the sideline and the need for control in the game setting to keep players focused is an example of what all coaches can relate to. Coaches who are early in their career need to make sure they understand that those same expectations that go along with professional communication also extend to their personal social media accounts. What you post and what you say has influence over kids. We preach integrity and one message as a coach. We need to make sure that the messages and the things we put out there on social media reflect the same values of the organization and of what you as a coach stand for with your players.
For more information on the Thornton-McFerrin Coaching Academy, please visit our website, coachingacademy.tamu.edu, or find us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook at the Thornton-McFerrin Coaching Academy or at Aggie Coaches. A big thanks to Dorothy McFerrin and her family for their support. Stay tuned for our next episode of the 3-Minute Drill.